So it looks like Geke has a 1-5 record. That is a 3-0 loss against SC2 and a 2-1 loss against Gleockenspiel. 1 point off of Gleockenspiel is pretty good. So that's that. On ladies' end, we have a 3-3 record. Where is my timer? And that's a 3-0 loss against Koopy and a 3-0 victory against Parker. But yeah. Good luck, have fun to both races. I would say this is pretty evenly matched. I can't say who will win. But I feel like this matchup has quite a bit of variance. So it could go 3-0 both ways, who knows. But early luck charm with the Leprechaun here for Geke. Always good to have a luck charm early on so you can just shrug off bats. Lady will bomb the Shrine of Space in order to pick up a map. We get some 3 bombs as well. Dealing with the monkeys before taking on the dragon. It's like Geke will pick up the map as well. So early mapping, early armor for both races as well, and a decent number of bombs. This is definitely a pretty nice starter kit. Ooh, Geke backing the cells up into a corner. That got a bit spooky with that monkey there, but managing not to get grabbed by it. Or you get hit by the Black Skeleton as well. Oh, that's such a good fireball to survive this, but it might just be worth resetting, to be honest. Meanwhile, Lady with a free blood shop open. There's a bomb trap right next to the cracked wall, which Geke will miss out on. I did not quite see what was in there. And Geke's already onto King Konga 1. Looks like we'll bomb out Throne. Oh, Konga's a bit stuck here. And okay. Has the luck charm, so does not need to worry too much about these bats. Finishes off Konga at the very bottom. So we'll have to spend quite a bit of time walking up because of how slow Konga's tempo is. But we'll find a Blood Warhammer. That is a 1 damage Blood Warhammer, but this is like the safest weapon you could be on 1 damage on, maybe, if you can manage to snag well, given it both is regen and also a Warhammer. However, being at 1 damage is an issue, and getting Wind Maged into a Wall Mimic there, that's pretty unfortunate. Given that you have a Warhammer, you kind of expect to just be safe from like stuff like that happening, but yeah, Wind Mages will pull you into uncomfortable spots. So that was just like, okay, you have a Warhammer, things will be safe, right? No, not really. If you get Wind Maged into a Mimic. It's definitely a pretty rough death there. Lady spending 2 bombs here for damage up. Ooh, a Ring of Might. Didn't quite see what Lady did. I don't think Lady got the flawless on Konga. This would be an excellent build with that Blood Warhammer. Like a 2 damage Blood Warhammer is super, super good. It's so safe. 2 damage is definitely enough to run a Warhammer with. 1 damage, not so much. You're gonna be pretty slow. Oh, Lady getting sharded. This is a really bad spot to get glass sharded. Some pretty good cookie eats there. But that was just an overall rough situation. Manages to survive is the thing. However, is still on dagger. Finding a Ring of Peace, I'm... I guess banking on the black chest for Zone 2 boss here, which is understandable. So this is a very, very important Flawless Throw Lady to pick up. No, Geke... I think check purple for a Ring of War. Which is fine. Given the weapons of Blood Warhammer and that... Okay, here's just the Titanium Axe. There's a weapon situation solved for Lady. If Geke can make it to the Zone 2 boss and Flawless the boss, that is a 3 damage War Axe, which is super juicy. However, it's on 1 heart. So, it's potentially 1 hit away from death. Without any source of regen. Even just being at 1.5 heart makes things so much comfortable because you're guaranteed at least 1 hit before you die. Yeah. That was 1 damage ward knockback doing its thing. Being on dagger with war can be a bit awkward to manage because of the knockback. Oh, Lady. That was a really unfortunate slide right into a shove monster next to the wall. So yeah, 1 heart for Lady as well. Has 2 shield tomes. Seems to just be handling Core Rift normally. It's understandable given how far ahead they are, but they will jump right into a tentacle. Axe is not a broadsword. Axe is not a broadsword. We've had significantly less Axe is not a broadsword situations. Due to Axes just straight up being banned in normal Condor seasons, but... This is CoNDUIT. Axes are not banned. And they are still not broadswords. But yeah, that's just surprisingly common, I would say. Way to die is just thinking that your axe is a broadsword. Given that it has a whole saying around it nowadays. Let me add this. There we go. For some reason that was hidden. Oop, this is CoNDUIT 47. So yeah, Geke, I think you go for... At this level of racing, I'd definitely go for the Blood Warhammer. And then the damage up with the Ring of Might. Even if there wasn't the Ring of Might, I think I'd still go for it. However, there is just straight up a Titanium Axe in Zone 2, so it depends on the race's comfort level. If you can survive the whole zone on just Face Dagger, Ring of War, and be pretty confident that you can, then War Axe is waiting for you, and War Axe is stupidly powerful. Lady, meanwhile, picking up the Blood Warhammer. I do like that. Knows that the Ring of Peace is coming, but you probably want to keep the Ring of Might, actually. Knows that the Ring of Might is coming, actually. So, overall, a very good choice of items for both races. We are perfectly synced into 2-2. Very satisfying to see that. Ah, Geke jumping right into a clone. More 1 damage. I mean, 1 range things happening. Lady, meanwhile, is using the Blood Warhammer very well. This is pretty much how you want to use the Blood Warhammer. You want the Ring of Might, though. Lady definitely knows that the Ring of Might is there. So... passing up on it may not be comfortable rerunning Seeds. Because that's not a skill that's too applicable in any skill set for Necrodancer besides racing. Geke with the horizontal dragon situation, pretty unpleasant. You don't want to dig open more rooms when you're dealing with the dragon. Luckily, it's just the mole. So Lady with Titanium Axe here, probably? I don't know why Lady didn't get any of the rings in Zone 2, because there's Ring of Peace and Ring of Might, which Lady both picked up on the previous run-through. Probably just forgot. As I said, rerunning Seeds is pretty much a skill that's exclusive to racing, and Lady doesn't have all too much experience in the racing scene. But that will come. It will definitely come the more races that they do. So yeah, this race is pretty even, but Geke has War Axe, however, is on 1 heart, which we've pretty much had historically guaranteed death in this set. Oh, Lady taking a pretty potentially big hit there from the white, however, Quartz Armor doing its thing. But taking another hit to Hot Coals will bring Lady down to 1 heart as well. Yeah, this isn't... I don't like the fact that there's just like a complete lack of regen. Fair and balanced? Fair and balanced. Whoop. Alright, yeah. Lady's just cruising along here. Fair and balance is coming in. Axe is not a broadsword still. So Lady dies once again because Axe is not a broadsword. It still isn't a broadsword. At this point, you take the Blood Warhammer, you take the Ring of Might, and that's your build. If I were Lady. Because Geke is definitely... Oh jeez. That Confused Goblin really scared me. But I've been told, I've learned that Confused Goblins actually cannot hit you. It's impossible for Confused Goblins to hit you. The real problem comes is when they become unconfused at a really inopportune time, like right next to you, and they hit you on the next beat. But yeah, Geke seems to be playing very scared here. This is... Coral Rift for Geke now. Lady Stream seems to have frozen. Let me refresh that. And also resize this so that's a bit clearer. No wait, it's fine. Didn't need a refresh. It might be delayed though, so I'll probably just refresh it anyways. Boop. But yeah, onto Coral Rift for Geke. Yeah, no, we'll have the flawless. I check purple for some kind of spell. It's a ring of gold. But yeah, 3 damage in Zone 4 isn't all too bad, given you can crack open statues and such to potentially find some food. There aren't any pixies until 4-3, sadly. Oh, we'll just jump into a Harpy. Axe is not a broadsword! It's still not a broadsword! We've seen 3 deaths where Axe is not a broadsword. Just take the Blood Warhammer, take the Ring of Might. You have regen. You have Quartz Armor to go with the regen as well. Or in Lady's case, I guess Chainmail. But yeah, 2-2 has the Ring of Might. You definitely want to pick that up. You need to go to the left for it, I believe. Yeah, it's in the boxes to the left. Hopefully Lady knows. Yeah, here it is. Cool. There you go. We're up to 2 damage Blood Warhammer, which is good. This is good enough to just run for the rest of the run. I wouldn't even take the Titanium Axe at this point. given how this race is probably going to be decided just by not dying. But yeah, Warhammer's super easy to use. 2 damage is enough to use it with. He won't be put in too many snaggy situations. But yeah, given how strong Axe is, I'll rarely advocate for not taking it. Oh, Lady won't be able to get it anyways. But given this seed has like a complete lack of like safety in terms of regeneration, picking up this Blood Warhammer can go a long way. Yeah, Lady will run it. Needs to make sure not to get snagged on hot coals is the biggest concern now. This is... Even if you do, it's only half a heart thanks to the chainmail, thankfully, and you should be able to regenerate that back up. Get KV'd while with another death. So yeah, definitely approve of this build that Lady has right now. Lady isn't really zooming, but Lady definitely doesn't need to. Just needs to live. And I mean, that's just the thing with Warhammer, is that even if you aren't trying to go fast, you will go decently fast because of how much you're just killing just by walking. I think Warhammer is a bit underrated overall. But it's definitely weapons in Necrodancer. There is definitely better weapons than other weapons, but also a lot of it comes down to personal preference and how comfortable you are with certain weapons. That was the same clone as last time, not like this. Don't jump into clones. Especially if you know that they're there already, but again, rerunning seeds is a skill set that's pretty much fully exclusive to racing Necrodance. Oh, okay, it's fine. It's just a Blade Master hit. I thought that was a lot worse because that was on Goo and such. Lady picking up some extra heart containers, which will go nicely with the Blood Warhammer. Just needs to not get hit, and then just will heal passively over time. You'll be killing a lot just by using the Blood Warhammer. This is why I like the Warhammer quite a bit, especially if it's blood. Oh, that wall pig! A bit distracted from everything else. Just bomb the spider lady, it's fine. It's not a food shop, it's never a food shop. But yeah, we've seen this Blood Warhammer heal so much already. And given that there's like no other source of healing, it's okay to like give up peace for a Ring of Might if you can use a blood weapon with it. Especially at this level. Hey, take the Hargreaves! Wait, take the Hargreaves! You don't have anything in your feed slot, it's fine. What's wrong? You can afford it. It's pretty cheap actually. Okay. I guess I'll just chalk that up to nerves. being a bit spooked or something, I don't know. There's like actually like zero reason not to take that in that situation, so that's just oh jeez. That's just I don't know, race nerve situation. Race nerves are pretty nasty. Kill enemies, please! Please kill enemies. You have a Warhammer, it doesn't take too long to kill enemies. That was there's no reason to push forward there. Kill that Warlock, kill the Golem. Especially with a Warhammer. With your Warhammer, if you leave enemies behind you, that might just like choke off your only route of retreat. So you have to kill enemies, even more so with Warhammer. Yeah, flawless for Lady. This is actually a pretty minimal build. There hasn't been like any item pickups since Zone 3, and then this Fireball's here. So Spell's always nice to have. Take the monocle, you might find food or something. You don't have anything in the head slot. I'm not sure if Lady's screen watching or not. Take the rat to put it right or up. Or left even. Or down, I don't know. AK smack on or X. Is a bit too far behind to catch up, but if there was a build that could catch up, it'd be this. That is a food shop for a lady. Also a boss shrine as well. I mean, you only get one extra mini boss of that. I just tap that. And you go up to 3 damage, which is more than 2. It's a 3 damage threshold, everyone's favorite. So just skipping out on the boss shrine. Maybe not screen watching, because they're quite a bit ahead. You just tap that boss shrine for the damage up. That is true, but like Dead Ringer can benefit a lot from 3 damage, but hopefully it won't ever go down to needing 3 damage on Dead Ringer. But yeah, chicken in tow, quite a decent amount of health for Lady in Dead Ringer. This is a place where having 3 damage would be beneficial. Kappa. Looks like doing the Warhammer-ish strat. Also, I'm dropping frames like crazy. Easy scoots are a bit scary with Warhammer because of how snaggy it can get, so it's understandable not to just go for them, but I mean, that Dead Ringer strat was pretty traditional for being a non-traditional or Dead Ringer strat, if that makes any sense. Oh, don't get... Okay! The Red Dragon will just get Necrobombed easy. Dorian with a Warhammer now. So Lady making Dorian pick up the Warhammer, which makes it pretty safe for Dorian. That's a 2 damage Flood Warhammer. Again. Pretty much don't need to worry about Dorian outside of fireballs and such like that. Or if a mini boss is like really close. Or an ogre, I guess. Lady's handling this Necrodancer fight pretty well. Ooh, that's a big hit. Eat the chicken, Lady, please. Okay, it's fine though. But if you take a hit like that, you're just gonna want to automatically eat the chicken. Ooh. GG's to Lady, taking the first loot of this set. Pretty deadly set, but Blood Warhammer coming together to win it. Yeah, GG's. I think after that first point, I don't know. I'm not sure if either of these races screen watch. You definitely should if you can. But seeing the trajectory of that, you definitely want to prioritize safety over speed. Like, there's a... In this matchup, it's definitely leaning pretty strongly towards safety over speed. Like, okay, if you take an axe, you might be able to go... minute faster or so, but your chances of dying are significantly increased. And you'll probably scrape by a pretty good result in this set if you're either of these racers, if you just don't die. But as I said at the beginning of this is a pretty volatile matchup. It could go 3-0 either way, depending on how the races perform. But overall, pretty evenly matched, I would say. even after the first point, I would still say that. Immediate damage up is pretty nice. Yeah. Blood weapons are good. You can't guarantee yourself a source of regeneration ever. So you might just be running on one hit away from death for like the entire seed, which might not be doable for some racers. So like if you can get your hands on regen, that's pretty valuable. Especially if your opponent can't. Has there been a race longer than 30 minutes? I don't think so. But yeah, Lady onto Fortissimo. Taking quite a bit to take out the ghost. It's fine though. Just needs to secure the flawless for weapon is by far the most important part. Oh, meanwhile, Geke picking up Frost Ring, which actually isn't all too bad with the rest of this build. Oh, getting Squigga suited for Lady. That's a really, really good pickup for Geke if Geke's screen watching. Checking black for Squigga suit will be super, super good. Like, Flail Frost is, ooh, okay, it's fine. Flail Frost is pretty good. Because you'll just be whacking things. Checking purple though. Yeah, you definitely want to check black there. Not sure if Geke's screen watching. And if they are, they've probably missed it. Or thought the Squigga suit came from somewhere else. But if you see your opponent without a weapon and they have a Squigga suit, they probably got Squigga suited. Yeah. Understandable. I mean, if you're not screen watching, it's probably worth checking black as well. You already have a ring? It's not the best ring in the world. Don't know. I'm not sure if you take the axe. Unless you are very comfortable with it, but it's fine. It's Frost Axe. You just need to make sure that your second hits, you back up for the second hit on the Frost or something. But I've seen Axe kill these racers enough times to make me think that you shouldn't do that. Okay, taking Flail again. 4 piece. Okay. Go no bombs. Shoot. So I guess we're taking Axe. Lady's on 1 damage gold, 2 damage gold Axe, which isn't bad at all. However, I guess comparatively, Lady's build has the Squigga suit, but is lacking like everything else, and Geke is the other way around. The Squigga suit's pretty important. It protects you, you know, the thing that prevents you from dying. Good build awareness there to dig out the throne for Geke. And Lady finds a Ring of Peace. That's a pretty solid find there. Geke... checking red. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Geke isn't screen watching then. At this fight. But even then, why would you check red for? You probably check black for... I mean, you already have a gold axe. You check purple then for spells. There goes glass armor for Geke. Currently running on no armor, but does have 5 hearts at least. I like Lady's situation quite a bit better here. but I would prefer if there was some source of regen. There's down rat for Lady as well. That's a bold move, I guess. They always try to, but often aren't. Nah, that's fair. A mystery weapon. Could be an X, but I think you just tap it to see what you have. I mean, you want to keep the ring that you currently have. Okay, meanwhile... Oh, we have a bit of seed variance. That is not a thinking shrine for Geke. What would that seed variance be from Peace? It's probably from Peace, yeah. So Ring of Peace causing a bit of seed variance, causing a different shrine to spawn, which is kind of dumb that is even possible, but it is what it is. It's not like that shrine would be too important anyways. Both the races already have both a good weapon and a ring. So pretty fine that happens, but there definitely has been times where variance has caused some really stupid things to happen. Oh, I don't like Geke's spot. It's pretty much doing what they need. Hitting and then backing up and then like lunging forward again to get the frost kill. So manages to escape that pretty well. Taking a pretty big hit, but has conjured up armor, which is very nice. Free spell pickup for Lady. Also very nice. It's a pretty close race, except I think it will also come down to just surviving rather than pace. And both these racers are doing pretty okay in that. It definitely could be so much better. Good push to the exit there, using the free spell for Lady. Oh, taking Orange Armadillo. Lady, you need to keep your health up. Every bit of health is pretty important. Bit of a bounce trap situation there for Geke. That's pretty tricky to handle. I think that would have gotten... That would have been pretty hard to escape for many people. So, that's pretty brutal. Oh, free spell and free frost ring for Geke is very nice. Except didn't really push too aggressively after using it there. Lady is on half a heart, but with Crown of Thorns now. Picking up Obsidian Axe for varying amount of damage. Can make things get tricky just because it's an obsidian weapon, but you're gonna be doing pretty well. Oh, that was such an aggressive push for Lady. Even at half a heart, that was like absolutely fearless. I respect that a lot. Oh, Geke with the telemonkey! That was definitely not intentional, but that will save a bit of time. Lady should be pretty safe here with that Crown of Thorns going into Zone 4. Geke has been having so much trouble with these fair and balanced. But yeah, Lady's doing a pretty good job at pushing Zone 4. Meanwhile, Geke's up to 3 damage from the boss shrine. And bombing it for Strength Charm. Has no regen, but has a decent amount of hearts. There you go, Frost Ring along with Free Spell. Combo for Geke is pretty nice. I think safety's pretty good here. For both racers. Geke could definitely have a bit more health. It's fine. A bit late on that freeze. Okay. Using your spells eventually is better than never using them. 3 damage Frost, yeah. I still think it's pretty good. 3 damage is this good in general, no matter what context, even though it might be a bit redundant with Frost, of course. Still doesn't stop it from being good. Lady onto Dead Ringer now. This is another one of those non-traditional strats that are actually pretty traditional as far as non-traditional strats go. So yeah, finish off Dead Ringer there. Has a lot of health thanks to the Crown of Thorns. That was such a good pickup for Lady. Meanwhile, Geke is doing Japanese. You need to hit the bell. You need to hit the bell for Japanese. I don't. Okay. That was Dead Ringer. However, half a heart for the Necrodancer fight, and both races have to do butt puzzles. Yeah, don't freeze. That would kill you. Oh heck. It's very, very spooky for Geke. Lady has a big advantage just by having a decent health cushion, but it's taking quite a while for these butt puzzles. Geke is in the lead now. You need to be very careful not to get hit as Cadence. Ooh, but the last butt puzzle is gonna be pretty easy for Lady. Will take a while to get it up though. Oh gosh. Oh, okay. Geke's definitely a bit scared. Nice lure there. What? Don't get Necromob. Okay. Geke's doing a good job at just not getting hit. We'll just do a golden loot into the red dragon. Lady is 2 hits left on the Necrodancer. Yeah. That wasn't commentation. I guess it was. Fine. I'll take the point. Yeah, GG's to Lady. I mean, Geke's run, that was a... like, half a heart Necrodancer fight is pretty spooky. So... I won't fault Geke too much at all. I mean, it's perfectly reasonable to take a death there. Given how uncomfortable that situation was. So yeah, that was a very thrilling race. I think Lady is 5-3 right now. I think if Geke picked up that Crown of Thorns, Geke could have easily won. Given how without the Crown of Thorns, Geke still managed to do so well with the Crown of Thorns and a bit of extra health. That could have been the win. But yeah, Geke doesn't really screen watch. However, taking a peek in that shop couldn't have been all too bad. But yeah, well, obviously in hindsight we know that's good. However, Geke did walk right by the shop, so it wouldn't have taken too long at all to check, especially in Zone 4 where the songs are pretty fast anyways. So he can move pretty quickly without losing too much time. Yo, perfectly synced. Did you see that? Look at that. Oh, there's a bit of delay on the second one, so it won't be perfectly synced here. Oh yeah. The sync. Yeah, Geke picking up Luck Charm early. Do like picking up. I mean, the earlier you pick up Luck Charm, the more value you get out of it, right? Kind of, in a way, in some ways. Boss Shrine for Geke. Oh, that is such a good. You take Ring of Regen. You need a bomb. Bomb. No. I mean, Axe works too, but Ring of Regen. I would favor Regen over an Obsidian Axe. Obsidian Axe kind of hard to use. And there's a Titanium Rapier here. If you can't access the middle item, and you plan to bomb the boss shrine anyways, you can bomb the boss shrine. I believe Geke was pretty clearly trying to get the Ring of Regen there, but thought they couldn't. Because otherwise they would have just taken the axe to begin with. But yeah, ooh, very satisfying kill on the king there. Lady, meanwhile, on Glass Harp. Geke very rightfully checking purple here. Or a pulse scroll. But yeah, most Obsidian woes are... Oh jeez. Geke taking a full Dragon Fireball there. Most Obsidian woes are mitigated if you have 1 damage up. However, that won't protect you from Fireball like that. That was just a kind of a tunnel vision situation. And focusing on the skeleton instead of the dragon behind it. So yeah, Lady probably looking to get off this harp. Obsidian Broadsword, it's not... It's fine. It's fine. Magic Carrot will definitely help, but Lady's build is like bombs. And if you're not playing Eli, that's not a good thing. Yeah, Lady skipping out on the trapdoor, understandably so, given that they have an Obsidian Broadsword. Ooh, a bit of damage up on the Broadsword can go a long way. Also, Frostbro is very, very nice. Not taking Frostbro, though. Why not? Frostbro is really good. It's like one of the best familiars. You can freeze bosses so easily, and just enemies, just if they run next to you, they're just, like, frozen. Which is, like... Which makes it easy. And plus you have War, so you won't knock them away if they're frozen. I don't know. I really don't approve of skipping out on Frostbro. Ooh, Peace Shrine. If Lady can find a weapon swap? No, we'll just swap to... We'll just swap to Peace. Probably looking to get off this weapon. But going on 1 damage is dangerous, as we see. Did you know? Anywho, Geke with a curved shovel now. Looks like they took the axe again. Which, with hindsight, I say would be fine, given there's kind of a lack of weapons on the seed. And plus, there's Ring of Peace, there's Ring of War. So, axe is fine as long as we don't continue to see axe deaths. Which I'm afraid we might. But yeah. Lady there swapping off to Peace will push you down damage, and you need to be very mindful of that. It sometimes can be easy to forget that you have downgraded your damage, especially if like you're carrying Obsidian. And also if it's right after you made the build switch. But oh, Lady's stream just went down, I think. Yeah, I think the stream just completely went poof. Okay, it's back up. That's cool. But yeah, build awareness is hard. So, it's easy to talk about build awareness. It's another thing to actually be build aware. Looks like Lady has picked up the boss shrine as well, going for Axe. Which, given the lack of weapons, is understandable. Also, the Ring of War that's coming. Very understandable to take Axe. Ring of Regen is really, really good though. However, I wouldn't think it. With hindsight, I wouldn't take it. Geke's on Courage Axe, which compounds the issues we've already seen with Axe being hard to use. So, I'm pretty sure that was an accidental take. That seems to be handling it pretty fine. Killing enemies. Skipping out on the red chest. It was right there. Why not just open it? Oh, jeez. Courage can only protect you from so much, Geke. Yeah, this is Courage Axe being hard to use. Yep, go for ring. Thank you. I'm pretty sure that was just an accidental ring take. It's almost oh, Lady picks it up as well. I'm not sure if Lady wanted to do that. It's good to make sure what item you're picking up before you pick it up. It might be Glass Jaw, Boots of Pain while you're already very hurt. No, Lady's doing fine. Look at this. This is how you use Courage Axe. Geke with the cookie food shop. Jumping onto spikes, but will be protected thanks to the heavy glass. Eat the cookie. Or eat it on the stairs for efficiency. Forgot where the Ring of War was in Zone 3, but I definitely know it was a Ring of War. Might have been the boss chest. I don't know. No, we haven't seen the Zone 3 boss. Shrine of Peace. You don't need to spend a bomb. There's a... There's a bomb trap right there. I definitely don't think you should take Peace if you're rolling Obsidian Axe at this level. Like, Peace is super good on its own, but damage up is probably... Oh, you already have the Strength Charm. Never mind. Who cares? It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Take Peace. Never mind. Forget I said anything. I didn't say anything, it's fine. Build awareness. See? Build awareness, this is hard. Even I can't do it, and I'm not even playing. And let me tell you, it's much harder to be build aware when you're playing than when you're commentating, so... Yeah, this is another close race. In terms of safety, I would like a form of regen, but both races have heavy amounts of armor. Not heavy armor themselves, but a good amount of protection. A Ring of Peace, along with damage up for an Obsidian Axe, which, that in of itself is just safe. We just need to prevent Axe's, not a broadsword situations, like we saw in the first, race of... Oh, jeez. Oh, what a telemonkey to save Lady. Geki gets scoot. Oh, my. Yeah. Peace is, like, super worth it in that situation. I completely missed the damage up. We'll watch that goo death first. Alright. Ooh, Ogre hit. Warlock hitting the Golem at the same time the Ogre hits you. Heavy plate won't protect you from that. That was very rough. Oh my. Hello, brace yourself, games. Thanks for raid, miss. Hope your commentary went well. But yeah, meanwhile we have for one Telemonkey to get Lady out of there. It's like this is not a good place to be in. But the Telemonkey will be your buddy and put you in the shop. Of course it will be slower, but at this point, given Geke has gone down, it is not significant anymore. Yep. Along with Strength Charm as well, so this is pretty safe. Geke had a heavy plate even instead of Squigga suit. 18 bombs as well, oh my. Oh, don't blow yourself up. You have a lot of bombs, but that doesn't mean you can blow yourself up. Also, doesn't get the food. You need to bomb the urn from the left. Otherwise, you might blow up one of the items. That food definitely would have been pretty nice. Here's a Mimic, which could have a gun or heavy plate in it. You probably want to see what's in it. Might as well. Maybe deal with the Blade Masters first, though. Oh, now you can deal with the Blade Masters. Shout out to the Blunderbuss. Yeah, Blade Master erasing weapon. Also, Lady skipping out on the Curse Potion for some reason. We've seen Lady just skip on certain things. Like, Prospero, Hargreaves, there's really no reason to skip out on Hargreaves, especially if you only have 1 point of protection. That extra half point is, pretty much free. Just realized you talked to you. Yeah, the race has been good. These races have been pretty close. Despite being pretty bloody, because sometimes you can just have some very die races that aren't close, but surprisingly, we've had some close and deadly races. But yeah, just saying that regen might be important, even though this build is super safe. The racers need to make sure not to... needs to make sure to mitigate damage as much as possible, because there isn't any choice of regen, and you know what? You know, the Curse Potion would be, excellent right now for Lady. Why would you skip out on the... I don't know. 1 hit of protection from this crown, at least. But, yeah, I don't know why you'd skip Curse Potion. Aria mode, except you have an axe. Cap. Ah, 2 Curse Hearts. Still significantly better. But this 2.5 starts still, and things can go pretty poorly in the final bosses. Laughter. Okay. Oh, there goes the Telecrown. I don't like this, but at least the 2 Cursed Hearts makes this a lot better. Oh geez. Stop taking hits! This is a build where it's not too hard to just completely negate all damage if you are mindful. But of course, just not getting hit is hard in of itself when you're playing Necrodancer. Oh, we have an Oblivion off the skeleton! Amazing! Oh my gosh, that was so good! Quote-unquote Oblivion. Oblivion in 2 sets of quotes, not just 1 set of quotes. Okay. Oblivion is where you bounce Deadringer off the Minotaur. Watch out for a Necrobomb. Ooh, that was a bit scary for Lady. Dorian got snagged, which in turn snagged Cadence. You don't really see that happen all too often. But less hit for Lady. Getting frozen. We'll get unfrozen in time. Won't need to take that Minotaur hit, but GG's to Lady for surviving that run. Those 2 Curse Heart containers coming in clutch in the 5-3 shop, but yeah, still far from free. So yeah, Lady is pretty much for certain in playoffs at this point. Has a 6-3 record this week. So, very solid result there. Nekke, unfortunately, has a 1-8 record, so is out of contention. But GG's. That was a very good set of races. I said, deadly races can sometimes just swing one way or the other, but we saw this race be relatively competitive.